All right, we are back. Episode number 7.
We starting again.
Yeah, just like Kenny.
Oh, Kenny. They keep killing him.
But he
keeps coming back.
He keeps coming back, man.
Word. shout out South Park, man, and them dudes over there at South Park, man. They always treading the line, right? Walking that fine line, standing on the edge, right?
Yeah, and keeping it fresh.
They keeping it real though. They be telling the truth.
Yeah, they do. It's been a minute since we've been here.
100%.
Good to see you, bro. It's been a minute.
Good to see you as well, brother.
Yeah, you have a rough night last night. I see you're wearing your sunglasses indoors.
You know, man, I'm just be a little zooted sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just be trying to stay vibing, man, under these damn lights. Man, if I'm being honest,
Yeah, they are shiny too.
The people that are watching this, they don't know that. You know, we got these. Each of us got a big our own artificial sun on us.
Yeah.
So
No kidding.
that part.
No kidding. Coming into this show, we dug trying to find the right content, the right show to speak on. And we think we got something real special for you. It's something that's could be kind of tough to talk about.
It's interesting stuff, man. You know, we always trying to be thought-provoking, try to spark some interest and, just try to, find some stuff that's take a little bit of break from a little bit of the politics and a little bit of the darkness and stuff like that. Some of this stuff is tied in, though. But, it is what it is. We are adulting out here. We got to think a little bit.
Yeah.
We need a little bit of help navigating sometimes, what's going on. Like, everybody that's speaking about something a lot of times is, really standing hard on one side of the line or another. And then it can make it a little bit difficult if you're a person that, doesn't want to be
put into a box.
Yeah, or provoked or pushed a little bit or nudged.
Too,
why do I need a nudge? Can I think for myself, please?
Yeah. Yeah, and could I be okay with not choosing a side, making a decision to choose a side?
An informed decision, right? A non-biased informed decision. So that's what, again, that's all the stuff we're trying to do,
Well, today our first little topic here is a New York woman allegedly pretended to be a dentist, targeted the Hispanic community, and inflicted nerve damage and partial facial paralysis.
Which is wild. I don't know, just already upon reading that, the lady's Latina.
Yeah.
I don't know how much she preyed on her community. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she was working. Hey, was she working where she lived? Hey, was she living uptown and then commuting to Washington Heights to work on Dominican's Mouse? You feel me? It's hard. That's a hard one to distinguish right there. I need to know a little bit more about that one.
Yeah. So Yolanda Mejia Carranza, 55 years old, also apparently did not use adequate anesthesia for the complex dental procedure she performed.
Ooh.
So it says here, New York woman has arrested for allegedly posing as a dentist and performing complex dental procedures without a license per local authorities. Yolanda was operating a fully functioning illegal dental office out of her home.
She was doing this shit out the garage. She's doing it out the garage.
So that lets you know it was her community.
Literally
her community.
That's crazy. She's the neighborhood dentist.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That brings neighborhood dentists to a whole new definition.
Yeah. So the police bust in on a search warrant, and Catalina told the reporters that the investigation started when 3rd Precinct detectives received several tips that Carranza had injured several patients and caused severe nerve damage that led to partial facial paralysis in at least one person. It's further noted that the authorities believe that Carranza was targeting the Hispanic community. But again, this was her community. She's Hispanic. She's out there just doing
I'm
her
just
thing.
saying, she was probably part of her business model. Like, let me not market outside of here. Like, let me not get these white people up in here because white people gonna sue me if I mess up.
Well, yeah.
Like somebody, hey, I'm sure the criminals loved her.
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, I'm sure she didn't have a sign outside of her house that said DDS. You feel me? She
No,
was like the
she did
ultimate
not.
hood dentist. Like, you know, who you ain't. Hey, you ain't bringing your kid to Yolanda. That's for sure.
Yeah. It says that she did not have insurance, and she may have been performing on undocumented people. Right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's political. It's getting crazy now.
Yes.
It's getting dicey. Undocumented people. But just being real though, look, bro. She's wrong. I don't give a damn. Those people, everybody got to go to the dentist, you feel me, undocumented or not. If you're here, you're here.
Yeah.
If you're here, you're here. If you got to go to the dentist, you got to go to the dentist. You know what I mean? You should be able to pay to go to the dentist. That's what I say. Hey, let them people go see the dentist too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it says the police department believe there must be more victims out there. So they're asking for people to step out
Come forward.
You know, come forward
on Yolanda.
Yeah.
It's over for Yolanda. She's through. She's out of there. Yolanda out of there.
Yeah, so, you know, it seems like this kind of thing seems to be happening quite a bit more where people are taking it into their own hands to do some kind of business. They're not wanting the authorities to know via the state or get a business license or all that stuff. But she obviously, I mean, from the looks of it, she has all this equipment. She's got all this stuff set up.
This is some New York stuff. Look, you ain't peeped that happened in New York. They just had that fake. It was last year. They had that fake Chinese police station. Bro, they had a whole police station, a whole precinct, bro.
Really?
What? Look that up. Yeah, they had a whole precinct.
Oh, man.
A whole precinct. But funny enough, though, this story is crazy, but it reminds me of something, man. It's crazy, man. Shout out to brother, man. I ain't even going to say his name, and I even apologize for mentioning this, but you ever heard of Dr. Malachi Love?
It sounds familiar.
Bruh.
Who's Malachi Love?
Malachi Love, like at the time he was a teenager, and he opened up a fake gynecology practice in Florida, bro. And the boy was up there. What do they call it when the women go there? They get their
they put their legs in the stirrups.
The stirrups and stuff. He was doing the whole nine. He was doing the whole. I don't know what they call it. They don't call it. They don't analyze it. I forget the word. You know, when they get there, they just go get looked at, right? Yeah, homie was doing the whole nine. And he got caught, and yeah, he's actually my homeboy's little brother, dog. I know this kid.
No way.
Yeah, I know.
So he was
this kid
17 or 18 years old
at the time. Yeah, and then he so he went and got locked up for a little bit. He got out, and then he got caught up again on some other crazy fraudster stuff, bro. Bro's wild, bro. Bro's a wild one. But It's crazy, like to see the picture of him sitting up there like a doctor. You know how the doctors take the picture on the website? Bro had the website, the whole nine. He's sitting up there with his white coat on, taking a picture. Bro got a legit profile picture on LinkedIn, like, yeah, I'm out here. Yeah, bro was wild with it.
Wow, that sounds like Catch Me If You Can. It's this movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, and he pretends to be a pilot at first. The whole idea was he's creating checks. Forfeit, what do they call it?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Counterfeiting.
See that. For United, right, or something like that?
No, it was, Pan Am.
Yeah.
Pan Am. So he wanted to have the checks, right? So he was creating these checks, and then he started saying, well, I want to go on the airplane. So then he dressed up like he was a pilot, and then they just ushered him in.
Yeah,
Next thing you know,
he was out there.
He's being a pilot. And then he did the same thing as a doctor, and the same thing as an attorney, and he ends up getting caught.
I just can't imagine, like, on some, like, I mean, look, I like acting. You know what I mean? If I got a script,
that's
cool.
what it's all about.
It's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like to be out there in real life, like it's bamboozling people to the third power. Like where are we going with this? Like, how far are we gonna take this? Like, bro, do you have an exit strategy? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, it seems like the exit strategy is prison. You know, that's what it sounds like.
They be working for them. They be like, I can't stop.
Yeah, well, and on top of it, I mean, you got to do something. Like, instead of spending 7 years in school, you get to start right now.
It was crazy. My homeboy, his brother, probably like one of the realest, top 5 realest dudes I ever met in my life. Just a real dude, solid dude. He ain't a criminal. He's a hardworking dude, like just straight dude. And then he got his little brother here, the good doctor out here getting her done.
So, since you know him, like, what do you think the thing was for him that made him do it?
I hadn't seen him in a few years. I knew him when he was a kid, sitting in the house playing video games.
Okay.
I knew him as a normal kid. I think it was normal. My partner got another brother too. You know what I'm saying? He outside. You feel me? But this kid was just like a normal kid. He's smart. Smart kid.
Obviously.
Smart kid.
If you're going to act like you're a doctor and you're going to see patients, you got to tell them something. Was this at the time that you had, you know, WebMD and the internet where you could search stuff?
It was already, it was up already, bro. It was, like, they could have, like, I don't know how he did it, bro.
I mean, it sounds like
It's Florida, bro. Like, now, at least I was saying this New York with the other frauds type. It's Florida. You know, Florida's like fraud land. It's like what are they? It's like a career. Scamming is a career in Florida for some people. You know, that's how they live.
Yeah. Well, I think scamming's a career for everybody around the world.
Agreed.
Especially nowadays.
Agreed. But I think like there's some places in America where it seems as though it's more concentrated. And Florida's one of the. I lived there. You lived there for a while too, but I lived there for 12 years. And South Florida, man, it's just bad. It's bad. I'm sure you'll see. The world knows about Florida man already, bro.
Oh yeah, they definitely do. They definitely do.
With that being said, I haven't been to Florida for a while, and you know, I flew private for 7 years, and after that ended, you know, I had to start flying on the regular planes, and like because of my height, we've been through this.
Yeah.
You know, I could barely fit in the regular seat. If I don't have first class, I'm like, I'm gonna be crying a river. Especially, you know, especially if the flight's long.
How was it flying private, though? Oh man. I mean, what was the thing? I mean, you feel like you're a baller. Like, how does it feel when you walk up in your own entrance?
Yeah.
Bring your bags right onto the sucker.
Yeah, you ain't carrying no bags. They carrying your bags.
And they
for you.
like was there stewardesses and stuff, or how was
Anthony,
that?
I thought we've been through this already, bro.
I mean, maybe a little bit, but I'm
Flight
still.
attendant, homie.
Oh, flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
Yeah,
you got. If you sitting up here with me, you got to be PC partner. You feel me? We got to keep parliamentary procedure up here.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
Nah, but bro, it's nice. It's like it's the opposite of flying through an airport. You don't have to go through the.
So you don't go through the regular airport at all?
Nah, you ain't going through no TSA.
Oh, what? So they don't check your bags?
Hell no, they ain't checking your bags.
So
you going from the tarmac to the plane, like so. You can literally drive up and get dropped off there and go in, or you can go to the FBO, which is just a little airport park. Go in there first. They carry your shit out to the.
So they'll carry it out for you, or you can drive right up.
Yeah, yeah. But you drive right up onto the tarmac and just get out.
No bag checks.
That's out. Only time they check bags is when you're dealing with international flights and you have to go through customs. Private jets are not an exemption from customs. That's the only thing. When you fly international, you're subjected to that.
Okay, but domestically,
you
walk right up with your bag, so it don't matter what you got in that bag.
Nope.
Oh, so that just kind of had me thinking that you know, if you want to transport something legally, you're definitely doing it via a private.
Yeah, it got to be worth it because it's, you know, like fuel on a private plane. You know, now you paying for the whole fuel for the whole plane
to go there.
You're not buying a plane ticket.
and 700 seats.
You're not shipping up. You're not shipping up with 300 other people to pay for the fuel. It's all on you. So if you committing to something like that, you know, it got to be worth it financially.
Yeah. Definitely.
I wouldn't advise it though. It's not something I would ever recommend anyone doing.
No, of course not.